Hey everybody, Lucas Dole here at Dole's Tree Farm. This is an extremely important video for everybody to watch because we made a lot of changes for tree season this year. So this is going to be a very new process and it's going to be new for everybody. Even if you've been coming here for 15, 20 years, it's a brand new process. So I'm going to take you through this process really quick, talk about the changes that we did this year. I'll just let you know now that our main goal with these changes is to try to reduce the time that you guys would spend in any kind of line or anything like that. We're not promising the lines are going to go away, but we're really trying to make it more customer friendly in terms of not having to spend so much time waiting on us to do things. So follow me this way. This is still going to be our entrance. We'll have our greeters will be right here. We'll have some example trees displayed so you can see all the different types that we have for sale. That's really not changing. We mostly have Canaan fir. We've got Scotch pine, white pine, a few concolor fir, and then the Fraser firs are pre-cuts that we'll bring in. So I think we posted about this already, but most of the trees in the field, we've got more trees in the field than we've ever had before, okay? But they will be on average a foot or so shorter than normal because of the drought in 2012 and having to replant so many of those trees. So as we're coming into the farm, if you're headed out to the field, then you're just gonna follow me this way. We still have our gift shop over here that'll be open, but I'll talk about an additional retail space that we're gonna have available this year that we haven't had before. Still have the Sugar Shack open. Says donuts right there. We'll make every day fresh apple cider donuts. It's going to be open on the weekends and through the week, at least for the first week. So after that, we'll see how things are going. The information booth right here. We'll have a staff person here to answer any of your questions that you might have missed with the greeters. Another thing to know, if you are parked in the overflow parking, which is going to be just across the road where the pumpkin patch was, you'll be coming up this driveway. We'll have greeters on this drive as well, helping get you some information, but you'll be coming up this driveway and then headed this way. Are the pamphlets out here? No? Okay. So another new thing, which we will maybe post a picture of, we're going to have brochures that we hand to every car or family as they come into the farm that has a farm map and a lot of the information that you need to know. So please, when we hand you that brochure, please look at it. It'll be very helpful to help you have the best experience you can. Another thing that we're trying this year, so we are asking people, if you have a tarp, bring a tarp in place of using a tree cart. So especially on opening day, we don't have enough carts to service everybody. If you bring a tarp, you can lay your tree on the tarp and drag it. It's not as easy as rolling it on the cart, but it's a lot easier than carrying the tree or dragging it without the tarp. So if you have one, bring it. If not, we'll have them for sale. We'll have them for sale at the information booth. We'll also have them for sale at a couple other spots that we'll talk about later. So we'll head out to the field this way. You can see the stalls are going to be out in the field. So you guys are going to head out to the field. Right here you'll see where we got all of our carts stationed. So if the carts are available, they'll be here. If they're all gone, the only way to get a cart is to be up where the processing guys take the tree off the cart, and then that cart goes to the next customer. So we're going to head right down this way. All the trees for sale this year are going to be down this driveway. There's one section in front that's not for sale. Once you get beyond that, everything on your left is for sale until you get to a big blank area. And then if you just continue on straight this way, you'll run into more, specifically Canaan fir that are for sale all the way back there. So over here by the concrete wall and over here, you see we just unloaded all of these Frasers last night. So we are going to get those processed and stood up and ready for display. They will all be displayed out in that area as well. Just a reminder, all of the trees we have for sale will have a tag on it that has the height of the tree and the price of the tree. Okay. Another thing to note, this year we are doing a 10% discount on trees starting Monday, December 2nd. Okay, so we'll do a 10% discount after Thanksgiving weekend. So you'll head out there, get your tree, and then when you come up with your tree, you're actually going to come up over here on this side of the rope. Okay, and you're going to come up here, and this looks like you're going to have to walk out and around, but all these carts will be gone and be in use. So you'll be able to come up here with your tree after you get it cut. The saws will be on down towards where the trees are to cut in the field. If you come on the dog days, which is December 7th and 8th this year, this tent is going to be where the dogs are located. So on your way out, you can stop in that tent and interact with the dogs, talk to the dog people, or take a dog with you out to pull your tree. So we do have some large Frasers. We don't have a lot of large trees in the field, but we do have some large Frasers that will be displayed right here to my right. Anything that's over 10 feet tall that we have will be over in this area.
So this is where you guys are going to want to pay attention, because this is where the changes start to take place, okay?
Okay, so as you come up here with your tree, we're headed towards these two little red buildings. This is where you're going to pay for your tree, okay? So right here, we'll have a staff member that will help get the proper part of your tag off of your tree, give it to you. That's what you're going to give to the cashier to pay for your tree. That cashier will then give it back to you, and it will be marked to show that you have paid for your tree. So this will split into 4 lines. We've got 4 cashiers here that that'll be options for paying for your tree. And then once you have come through this area, you have a choice to make. You can either get your tree processed, or you can take your tree and head towards your car. One thing to remember is you cannot take the cart with you to take your tree to your car. It has to stay up here just so that we can be most efficient with our carts. If you're getting your tree processed, then you come right this way and head between these fences here. And you can see our wreath barn is still going to be open, and they're already doing a great job getting everything set up, and they've been decorating like mad just these last couple of days. They've really put a lot of work in to get all these wreaths ready, and we'll continue that process all the way up through opening day. So in the past, you've taken your tree towards the red barn for processing. This year, the red barn is actually additional retail space for wreaths and gift shop items. So through the big doors here, you'll see a bunch of wreaths displayed. Through the other door right over there, you can see the saws are sitting there right now. They'll be gone. But inside that area is retail space as well, with a lot of new apparel this year. And then also kids' toys, gift shop items. So be sure to stop in there and visit that as well. So for processing this year, this is where things change a lot, okay? You are used to dropping your tree off, and we do everything, and then you pick it up later. This year, you are going to stay with your tree, okay? Not the whole family doesn't have to. The whole family is welcome to. But when you start interacting with our staff at the beginning of the tree processing, you are going to stay with your tree. You're going to get to experience the process with your tree. and then you're going to be responsible for your tree at the end of that. So as we come through here, the processing is going to be the same. We're going to do all the same things for you that we've done in the past. We'll clean up the bottom of the tree for you. We're going to shake the tree, bale the tree. We can put a fresh cut on the tree if you'd like. All of those things, all of that's going to happen over here in this area. The customer, you guys, are going to be coming through here with your tree. So you will have a staff person that is matched up with your tree. They're going to do everything that you need done with that tree, and you're going to be right there watching, right there next to them, being able to watch and experience it as well. Once you get to the end of the process, we are going to hand you your tree, and from that point, you're responsible for your tree. So the reason that we're doing this again is to try to cut down on the lines. We think this will make the processing faster, and it will definitely make it so you don't have to get in the loading line and wait forever to get your tree loaded. So what's going to happen, we're going to hand you your tree, and you're going to take your tree to your vehicle, and we're going to give you the ropes to tie your tree on. If you do need assistance, we will still help you, okay? So instead of making all the vehicles come to one location to get their trees loaded, the trees are going to the vehicles via the customer, and then our tying staff is going to be out in the parking lots helping people as needed. So if you just need a little bit of instruction, they'll stop and give you some instruction. If you really need them to get that tree tied on for you, they'll do that as well. So you still do not have to come with anything to be able to get a Christmas tree here. We will provide everything, including the ropes to tie your tree onto your vehicle. So you will get your tree here and either head to the parking lot or to the overflow parking lot to get your tree on your car. You are very, very welcome to go ahead and get your tree on your car, come back and eat and shop. I didn't mention it, but if you weren't here during fall, we have a brand new menu for the feed bunk it was very well received during the fall season, and so we hope it will be during tree season as well. But the big thing to remember is you do not drop off your tree and leave it. You stay with your tree throughout the process. You take it at the end of the process and head towards your vehicle. If you are unable to carry your tree, that's okay. We will have some staff people that will be able to help you get your tree to your car. Just ask about that, and we will help get that taken care of for you. So I hope this all makes sense to everybody. Other things to keep in mind, the tube slide will still be open. Big slide is not open during tree season, but the tube slide will be open. There's some other activity stuff out here for kids to do. We will still have Jerry, the guy that brings us horses and does horse-drawn wagon rides, will still be here on the weekends. So we know this is a lot and a lot of change, and it's going to be a learning experience for us as well. But we really do think that overall it's going to be a better customer experience for you guys. So hopefully it all makes sense. And if you guys have any questions about it, please comment on the video, and we'll try to get all of that answered. We're trying to get the word out about this ahead of time so that that opening day can go as smooth as possible. So all right, thanks guys.